Okay, hello. It's been a bit. So, we're gonna be talking about my OC because I can, and why not? Hold on. Let me just get my drawing tablet actually set up. I forgot to set it up a little bit more before I started the stream, so that is my bad. I'm not supposed to be online right now. I'm supposed to be technically taking a break, but I might as well. It's summer break, and also June. Happy Pride Month. Yay! Okay. So, we're gonna be talking about this one right here. This is my LC Carmen. She is from around, I think, yeah, from 27, no, not 2017, 2018. I was pretty young at the time. How long ago was 2018? Hold up. I'm slow. Like around 11. Sorry. Yeah, so I was around 11 at the time I made her. She is a Undertale OC. This version of her though is from like when she in her like 30s. But I'm gonna start off from when she was 14, because that's when the story actually starts. Because, well, of course. So let me actually explain some stuff. Of course, I've mentioned she is from 2018. So I made her when I was in 2018. I was like around 11, like I said. So I have like a lot of inspirations from like stuff as a child. Actually, let me what can I start off with? So, she has around six siblings. In order is Alex. I'll just go with the ages they are within this story. Alex is like around 16. He's missing. She doesn't know who this is at the moment of the story. Of course, she also has a twin sister, Olivia, who's the same age as Carmen. Also missing. And she's also Carmen's twin. There's also then there's Ace at age 13, just a year younger. There's those, and then there's Caleb. Twelve-year-old boy. And Dawn, the non-binary sibling. He's like 11, I think. I accidentally pressed my eraser. And there's the youngest of the siblings, which is Lulu, who's I think she's like 8, and also is not living in the same household as Carmen. That's weird hair. So how to start this story? She's like I mentioned, I think I already mentioned, she is a Undertale OC. So she is, well, because she's an Undertale OC, I made her like OP in the original, because I was 11, so of course. This is Carmen at, I think, around 32? I think 32 or 34. Oh wait, it's 34. She's at 34 in this right here. She has... Okay, this is like her entire, like, siblings, all her siblings. All race that, actually. And she's also related to Kara. You know, from Kara, the like the first child that fell down into the underground. They're the like auntie / uncle character. Which, very fun. She's the, like, oldest sister, I think. Yeah, she's the oldest sister of her, like, siblings. And a few seconds older than, Olivia, her twin sister. Actually, let me... what other things can I talk about? So, of course, since it was like 2018, a lot of things were popular, like Undertale, of course, that's why she's an Undertale OC, and FNAF, aka Five Nights at Freddy's. I do hope this audio doesn't... Hopefully this audio doesn't get me copyright struck, because I do really like this song. Because it's from Apothecary Diaries. Actually, let me switch the song. So, and also, let me actually share that I'm streaming. Just, I kind of realized I haven't done that. My bad. So, what other things can I talk about? Carmen, of course. So, Carmen is... Let me remember what I started already. Undertale LC, also FNAF LC, kinda. Let me actually talk about the FNAF aspect, because it's not actually FNAF. Because I kind of changed that into much more later down the line to be not actually FNAF related. Or Five Nights at Freddy's. Because I felt that it just needed to be changed. Because it's kind of... weird to kind of just change like an entire storyline sometimes, but that's actually being that's being wronged. I'm being wrong right there. What can I talk about? So let me talk about the animatronics. I forgot I was gonna talk about them. So the animatronics, there's like an entire other thing, which is pretty much just FNAF again, just straight up FNAF. Carmen, she's taken that 14 to be used as pretty much an experiment to see how ghosts work for this pizzeria. With her sibling Dawn. And yeah, pretty much that happens. Very fun. What other things? I'm so bad at explaining stuff. Holy crap. She also kind of gets revived. I also just realized I didn't explain how Kara is like related to her. So Kara is like Carmen's like auntie slash uncle, yeah, uncle, because that's normal. Apparently I can't draw. So... okay, what else can I speak about? Oh my god! Carmen, pretty much... so let me actually continue what I was speaking about before. Carmen is like kidnapped by this like one guy, kind of pretty much just purple guy, but that's whatever. Oh my god, please let me think, brain. She also has like this grandfather who is a beast. Actually, let me like draw him. On her mom's side, she has this grandfather of hers, which is entirely different species called Beast. They're pretty much like monsters from Undertale, but the only difference is their like health is much more longer. Am I? Question mark? Also, hello, Pretzel. Pretzel. Hello. But yeah, she has like a grandfather. That's I'm trying to figure out how his design is. I had like a design for him before, but oh, I forgot his design because he kind of was just like in my head when I created him, and I never gave him like an official design. Pretty much, they're like basically monsters, but not to a full extent. Because they're much more stronger. So like in Undertale, monsters can just straight up die. And oh, flip, hello. Sob? Actually, I'm gonna go on BC. I'll go on BC. Uh, I'm gonna go to VC, and if anyone joins, then that person is in there. So pretty much, monsters and beasts are entirely different due to the fact beasts have stronger health, but they have much more weaker magic than monsters. Beasts are also considered much more terrifying to humans because their how they look are much more grotesque in a way. How and they tend to have more either more scales and or what's it called, feathers, similar to how like dinosaurs are. Yeah. Kind of like something similar. No, not like that. Kind of like the monsters in like I think what is it called? Power Rangers and Power Rangers. I think Power Rangers. I know because I have like also like a huge Power Rangers thing that I really liked for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but that's just something that happens, I guess. And well, very fun. Where did my music go? I just realized. Oh my god, it's gone. They took away my music. And well, the creatures and all the beasts and stuff are a little funky in design. But so the beasts, they're like there. It's somewhat to like explain. It's just more because I made these guys because I felt like I should add another species. I think there's also like a fourth one where it's just animal type creatures. There's also gods in this universe. I should mention, like my OC Zane, whose name I kind of stole from. You can actually figure that out. There's a few characters that are named Zane, but he is like a god of ice. Well, the son of the god of ice, and then he becomes the god of ice afterwards. I think I got inspo for like gods that pass down their position of gods from I think Lego Monkey Kid. I'm gonna be honest, because that's where I got that from. I think I don't remember, but Zane, he has like this star symbol. He's like a god. Blah blah blah. It's like a huge stuff, like a lot of like random stuff. That's not his hair. That's not his hair at all. Oh my god, I messed up his hair. And well, he's pretty much the god of ice because, well, he creates ice pretty much. He also has like a twin brother who's I don't know why, but when I made this entire universe, there was a lot of twins. There's like 4 separate twins in this entire like thing for some reason. that or more, but I can't exactly remember at the moment. Yeah, so this is like God of Ice. He's also actually dating Carmen's twin sister. He used to be a bit more gross when I originally created him. I changed that though, because I felt, as I grew older, I felt much more uncomfortable with his like original thing. He used to have like a thing for like a child. I switched that immediately as I realized as I grew older that's like wrong. That was straight up just wrong. Hello? What's that notification? I don't know where that was from, but that's whatever. But yeah. Well, at the time, Zane was like a few years older, but that still doesn't make it right. Fully. Yeah, this is Zane. Just over here is the, I think? Yeah, this is just the king, Beast King. So the Beast King is actually the grandfather of Carmen. From her mother's side. And Beast King, he pretty much kind of kidnaps Carmen's sister because he realized, wait, that's one of my grandchildren. I'm gonna take her and she's going to do my bidding. I don't know why I originally had that happen, but I guess that's canon for some reason. Let me try to figure out how to make his clothes, because yeah. He's not like, he does like have a good heart, but since he kind of like grew up in space, because his entire species, actually, the entire beast species got sent into space. Just casually, just got sent to space by magic, because that's normal. Mind you, it's made in 2018 by 11-year-old me. So, if that helps explain anything. He also kind of fell in love with a human. That's how, actually, how Carmen's, mother was created. He fell in love with a human that kind of got kidnapped. I really don't know why there's like a lot of kidnapping, actually. Now that I think about it, that was kind of really bad that I added so much kidnapping. It might be due to the fact that I watched like so many Gosh of Life videos as a small little child. How do I draw the rest of him? Where's the rest of you? I'm getting rid of this crown though. I'm getting rid of this crown. It looks stupid. He looks stupid with this crown. But yeah, he's pretty much the Beast King, because there's that. Pretty much the grandfather. Oh, right. He also kind of like experiments on humans to figure out how human biology works much better. So that's another reason why he kind of kidnaps his like granddaughter, which is Carmen's twin sister, as a very tiny child. And Carmen's like sister Olivia, she does not realize she was kidnapped. She just kind of straight up just grew up on a spaceship and just never questioned why she was different from every other beast on that ship. And just accepted that. Of course, they treated her nicely though, because she was technically gonna be the heir of the beast after this guy, like, died. Because, yeah, that's the daughter of his daughter. Is a really odd bunch of circumstances. Oh my god, I can't speak. I think there's like other species of beasts actually. I think the Beast King is like all of the Beast King species or race combined. Beast species combined, I think. I remember I drew like a rock version. A rock species version. Which is there somewhere in one of my drawing stuff. But I don't know exactly where. I'm trying to figure out how to draw him. Like, not as bad, but like, yeah. Hold on. There we go. And the mother was the mother of Carmen's mother, aka her grandmother on her mother's side, was a person. She's a person. I'm not gonna talk about her. She was, oh boy. To explain on how actually these beasts lived is because they can like straight up live for like years on end without needing food. Of course, they do need food on occasion, but they don't need it that much. Actually, I'm debating on. I'll give him his. Of course, he isn't actually that bad of a guy, of a person. He just wants to reach back to, well, he just wants to reach back to Earth. So, he just wants to see his grandchildren. And also, what's the word? See his family. That he just straight up wants to see his family. But so how he does so is a bit ridiculous. He sends army of men to fight for him to get back to Earth. Other beasts are sent to Earth to just be like, we're gonna take over Earth so we can reclaim our position of power or something. And he's been existing for like a very long time. He's like the second generation of like beast before he got sent to like space, because I can't explain well. But so if you know Undertale, Ashley, there's like an entire like war against human monsters. beasts are also included. That's why he was sent to space. Because humans won over, because beasts have like very little magic, and so he's not really he's supposed to be very powerful, but yeah. All right, back on topic with the like beasts being sent to like Earth. They're actually more like not also just being sent to Earth to like try to reclaim power and just be accepted back on Earth, but it's also that he needs research on how Earth is because the technology at the time when his entire family and all the other beasts were sent to space. He needed information on what's happening on Earth to see if it's still sustainable to live on. So there's also that. I don't really know what this is right here, but we cope and we work with it. Humans are also just kind of very powerful. Oh wait, I also forgot to mention, this is like, this is like after Frisk like saves the entire underground, and after like the Pathethys roof, the like true ending type stuff. True, I think that's what it's called. I kind of forgot what the fandom calls it. It's been a while. I forgot if I gave him like a specific name. I know his name starts with an N. I originally gave him a name that starts with an N, but I forgot what it was. So I've so far I've just called him BK, or just straight up Beast King. Wait, did I eat? I don't think I eat. So yes, he wears a skirt because why not? Actually, beasts are fairly short. Like, Beast King is like around, I think, 4, 4 feet and 5 inches. So he's fairly shorter. Most beasts tend to be shorter than humans and monsters. So beasts, because their like legs are like shaped like very uncomfortably, like this. I think something like this. I don't know exactly. I don't know what they actually look like because I have not drawn like full-fledged design for him. But yeah, their like legs are like kind of similar kind of just like this, straight up. Where their heel is like high up. So just constantly pretty much on their toes. Of course, they don't look like normal human toes. They look like, I don't know actually, and I'd rather not draw them on stream. But yeah, that's kind of what the legs look like. These are fairly short, and yeah. What else can I talk about? I could talk about my elevation character, but like not right now. Probably. Also, I am aware I need to finish my Halcyon post. I will post it, I promise. It will show up, I swear. It's just taking me a bit more longer than it should to post it. Actually, let me talk about Zane, the God of Ice. So Zane, he's also from around 2018. And his like backstory was really bad. And he used to be like a terrible person originally. I won't speak up on it here because it's a bit heavily sensitive for people, so I won't talk about the old version of him. But I will talk about the more newer version of him, which is, well, he still is a god of ice, of course. And he used to, he had like a lover, a gay lover, actually, to be more specific. Yay, Pride. And well, that guy kind of straight up died. And he wasn't allowed to revive him because that guy was kind of a demon. You know? Just casually. And so he kind of just wasn't allowed to revive the guy. So he found someone else, which was someone named Ron. Ron was straight, but Zane kind of felt kind of straight up revived this one guy a lot of times. His name Ron. I've already mentioned that. Hold on, what does he look like again? What does Zane look like again? Crap. I know my OC, they swear. I just don't draw him enough. I just make more. That's the issue. That's kind of an issue. Actually, now I think about it, there's Zane. So Zane, he kind of tends to fall for people very easily. And struggles with like rejection at times, but he eventually gets over it with like therapy. He also has like a twin brother named I think I named him Zach. Yeah, Zach. But it's not about him right now. I'm talking about Zane. What is that? And Zane, he pretty much wants Ron. Fun fact, I used to have Ron as like my Sona's child, straight up. Ron used to be the child of my OC, my main Sona, who still is. Oh, hello.
What does it say? Almond is. I still can't see what it says fully.
I'm streaming, and I'm yapping about my OCs.
I can't hear it correctly. Hold.
Bro. Hello.
Oh. Why is it changed on the Twitch? Oh my goodness Christ.
Huh? Bro. He's struggling. But, Zane, okay, hello.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Great, awesome.
Holy bro.
But, like I was saying, Zane, he pretty much wants, this other OC straight up, then stops falling for that LC because, yeah. Hello, Neil. This is like, now my words are fumbling.
Do I just remove your English skills?
You removed my, like, vocabulary. I can't even speak! Holy crap!
All of the almond words disappear when Neo arrives.
Yeah, because you make me lose brain cells.
Or farms.
Shut your... Anyway, so Zane, he... Damn it, Neo actually made me lose my... Damn it! He didn't make me lose my damn it, but like... But yeah, Zane, he falls in love with this other OC named Ron. Oh, actually, let me see if we can make a small doodle. So, actually, let me speak about Ron, actually, because Ron is also, like, a very in-depth character who, I think Zane at the time was around 14, and Ron was, like, around 12, so it's a bit of a weird age difference. Actually, no, I don't want him to be. Wait, no, it wasn't 14. He was like 16, and Ron was around. Oh, wait, his ears are not. Oh, wait, no, his ears are right. Never mind. And Ron was around, I think, 14, so age difference isn't as bad. Hold on, I made him somewhere, and I'm gonna find him. Let me actually speak about Ron. So, Ron, he's a child, and he is a little guy made from divorce, because well, not actually divorce, but it's a entire thing. He's not actually he doesn't actually have divorced parents, but to him he thinks they are. So actually, oh my god, there's like so much to this freaking AU. But Ron created for like weaponry and to keep everything safe. He technically was like my version of the Green Ninja from Ninjago, because I also watched a lot of Ninjago. There's a lot of like elemental powers and stuff in this entire thing. And Ron, he was created by my original Sona OC, who I kind of renamed to creativity recently, back in like last year. So, he doesn't have the same what's it called? Name as my like current stuff. But Ron, my little guy, He was created as a weapon of, well, kind of a weapon. So there's like a bunch of ninja stuff because, well, I was, well, at the time watching Ninjago. So I just kind of let that stay a thing and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna keep that. So technically he's a ninja, but like, sorta, in a way. It's confusing, I'll be honest. How does that work? I really wish I knew. He also has like this charm type thing. Oh my god, charm? Given by his like cousin slash not cousin, that's weird. Not cousin. His best friend slash what's it called? Hold on. Half uncle who's somehow around near the same age as Zane. Of course, Zane didn't realize. Okay, so Ron, little guy, who despite already he knows like a lot of magic, only due to the fact that he really loves like wizard and witches. He himself is a witch. Because, well, yeah. And he just straight up loves like dark magic and just magic in general. So there's like an entire like other storyline where he just other like not storyline, but other thing where he just straight up goes on a quest to find a prior magical user who is a witch. Which is actually an old friend of his father's. Yay. I think I named her Rose. Rose was... Oh my god, I forgot about Rose for like a long while to now, like more until recently. Rose, she is... Oh my god. Actually, let me like draw her. She's so pretty. And I do realize I think I should just... I need to make her more. Despite her age, she's actually much more younger. Not much more. Despite her age, she looks very much more younger. Her... Like I said, her name is Rose. And, well, because... Well, if you can't tell by her name, she has the powers of, well, plants and stuff. Hold on, how should I draw her hair? Yeah, I'll draw her hair like this. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm never somebody's. I'm waiting for you. Come on, that I'm waiting for you. Rose is pretty much a witch that lives in the forest. And Ron looks for this witch because she finds out she's a witch. Like a infamous witch, actually. But didn't realize she also used to be like this elemental like guardian, I think. I think that's why I called them. Yeah. So pretty much there's like there's like a bunch of stuff. Like forgot what culture I got her like stuff from, but I forgot fully, and I don't want to like say like something random because I fear people will bash me for not doing my research, because I tend to sometimes just, and I'd rather prefer to have like research done on like an entire like culture and make sure to do it correctly and not just like stereotypes. The reason why she's a witch though is due to the fact her father kinda was like, you must become a witch because that's what your ancestors did. No, that's not what it is. Because, oh my god, hold on. I'm like trying to like get my brain to work, but also at the same time it refuses to do so. Also just realized I forgot to go eat my like food that I got from the store earlier. But there's a lot of like power stuff in this. I actually should just draw its own thing. But I need to continue talking about Rose. So Rose, like I said, witch, a very powerful witch who had to hide away due to the fact that people actually don't actually know what magic is in this like timeline, because this is like somewhat after the monsters and beasts were like placed outside of away from humanity, and well, her being a witch doesn't make it any better. I guess I don't really. Cause she also has like a bunch of moles on her like self. I'm trying to figure out how to make her look nice in my art style, and it's hard to do so. She has like a lot of vines that go around her body too. For some reason. She said, I think she just, I think I remember I made her like have like a bunch of vines due to the fact that she just likes it for the aesthetic. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh my god. I got a little sidetracked, but yeah, she's a witch. And well, witches aren't actually as accepted or well known anymore within this like timeline type of thing. I also forgot I need to give her a hat. I think at the time I made her, I was getting really into the Owl House, so there's so much to like speak about in this like freaking singular universe. So yeah, she's I'm going to repeat myself again, but she's a powerful witch who knows a lot of like magic stuff, because it's mostly been forgotten in the current day of this AU, due to the fact that humans don't really need magic as much, I think, and don't have like a purpose to use magic as much, since in this AU it's mostly used to compete. It used to be used to compete with monsters and beasts, but since both of those like species were like locked away, it became kind of like lost media in a way. My brain is short-circuiting. And I apologize. I think I actually used to imagine this entire like thing as like a Undertale game, or entire Undertale inspired game. But I'm like, I don't think I have the brain power to do so. So hello?
Are we still in the stream?
Yes, I'm still streaming.
What are we streaming on?
YouTube. I literally put it in the promo channel.
It says Almond is streaming the promo channel. Let me check. I was busy waiting for the OC. Okay, so OC yapping.
Yeah, I'm yapping about my OC. I'm talking about a witch right now.
Give me a second. I really hope that I have the right. No, I don't. Hold on. No, there it is. Never mind.
But yeah, I'm just straight up just drawing my character. Right now I'm talking about my witch. No, see.
I was looking through my favorite gifts. There's a response.
What? What? I can't see. What did you send? Where? Holy yap. Frick you. Frick you. Got to leave. Gonna leave. Anyway. So, Rose, Witch, Yap. And so, Ron looks for this woman deep in a forest that somehow is conveniently easily found. Reason why? She just says those who can find her are worthy. That part she's lying about. She actually lives fairly close by on purpose due to the fact she kind of just is able to, honestly. Because she does want to like check up on how everyone is doing and stuff. Dude, look at her though. Oh my god, I love her. This is Rose the Witch, guys. This is Rose the Witch. Okay, I kind of went off track a bunch. So basically, she has the abilities to do like a lot of certain type of magics, which is, well, teleportation, illusions, and what else? What else is there? I'm trying to remember. Holy, I just realized, I'm putting her in a mini skirt. Hold on, I just got, oh my god, look at her. She's so awesome. I'm like distracting myself, but what other things can I talk about her? Sue Rose, of course, like I mentioned already, witch, blah blah blah. But before she was a witch, she had the ability to control plants. And, well, yeah. She was a plant girly. Actually, let me speak on all the, like, different types of stuff. So, there's gods. Let me just, like, make a hierarchy type of thing. There's gods, of course. And gods, they can straight up just... It's kind of like how it is in Greek mythology, where there's like a god for one thing, but they have descendants of who then tend to take over the god's position, or they can, what's the word? What's it called? It's so the descendants tend to take over the place of the prior god once it's time, or they're seen as unfit for the god as being a god. For example, Zane's father, he's like, ooh, I mean, he's very harsh and strict. So they place Zane as the god instead. And, well, and there's also the ability for, like, gods to, like, just straight up. Some gods can also just revive, humans if they seem fit enough to be revived. If, depending, on certain circumstances. Gods, and that's pretty much the gods, where they just kind of have their own power. And then there's demons. It's similar to like how it is in like Christianity, in a way. I'm not going in an order anymore. It's not like exactly similar, but there is the 7 deadly sins in this, because why not? And all of those 7, well, they all have like different designs. I forgot the names of some of them. Hello. Hello.
No, welcome back. Okay, thank you.
Hello.
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 Almond.
What do you want?
How long ago was May 21st?
21st. Like this year or last year?
This year, okay. So
it's the 15th, Neo.
21st, okay, 31 days. 15th. 21st, 15th.
But yeah, demons. There's like, for some reason I added the 7 deadly sins. I don't know why I added them, but they're just there and stuff.
Why not? I think I might add the 7 deadly sins eventually. I don't know, or something similar.
What?
I thought about it. Oh man, I need to write chapter 26. Oh man, it's been 20 days, 24 days, no, 30 days, 30, no, that's not right.
What are you,
Almost 30 days.
bro? What are you talking
Almost.
about?
I have not written a chapter in almost a month.
Okay.
I'm so behind, bro.
I have like videos I need to still work on. That's from like January.
I started this book 2 years ago, Almond.
I also have a video that I still haven't finished from 2023.
It's funny. Just...
Yes. Anyway, continuing. So demons, they tend to be somewhat chill. Kinda-ish. They're... well, mostly. There's a bunch of, like, species, actually. Demons can tend to be... some demons can be, like, very bloodthirsty. There's also other species of, like, afterlife creatures. Like, there's also, like, a bunch of ghosts. For, like, example, spirits. What else? I know there's more. There's more than this. I know there is. I just can't remember them. I know I wrote them down somewhere. I just physically refuse to apparently remember. Hold on. Let me look for this, actually. Ghosts. What else is there? What other ghosts are there? I know there's like... ah! My brain refuses to remember. There's spirits. Those are like the lowest ghosts, I think. From... yeah, the lowest ghost type. I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Let me actually, like, straight up find all of them. Because I know there's, like, around 8 species of ghosts that I made. Ghosts, not species, but types. Ghosts. Okay, there's spirits, mimics, and... okay, there's...
It's still me.
hello, hi Neo, hi.
Almond, if a redstone engineer in the Minecraft movie Squared says the line "Here we use tech, no blades," I'm going to explode you. Okay?
Okay, thanks, man. Okay, so
No problem.
there's ghosts, which is rank 0. There's mimics, which are rank 1. There are also hybrids. You can... let me actually read this. Oh, there's also, like, just ghosts in general. Just in general, ghosts. There's, like... okay, let me, like, explain this better. With, like, writing it. So there's spirits, which are rank 0. There's also then... spirits are 0. Rank... let me actually rewrite this. Okay. Rank 0 are just spirits. They tend to be non-hostile, but they can be hostile still. Rank 0 spirits, but they they still can be hostile, but majority of the time they're pretty friendly and can be helpful for other things, but also are annoying majority of the time. Rank 2, not rank 2, rank 1. What charges? Ghosts and mimics. So ghosts are like what you just like your average ghost is like what you think of the ghost is. I might rename them, but there's also mimics. They can look like anyone's spheres. Kind of like the creature from what is it called? Grom from the Owl House. Pretty much that's how they act. Basically. And then will actually murder the host, not the host, the victim of the person they're haunting. If it's possible. Then there's rank 2. Hybrids. Hybrids are a type of ghost that can straight up fly from the sky. Think about like vultures and stuff. Technically, demons are also among this group, but I'm just like removing them because well, they're demons and tend to be uncontrollable. So, they also hybrids also have like this. They also tend actually let me draw what a hybrid looks like. They tend to look like because these majority of the time hybrids are actually ghosts of like beasts. Because for some reason when beasts die, they'll just turn into a hybrid ghost. But is on rare occasions dead humans can turn into hybrid ghosts too, but it's very rare and more common occurrence for what are they called? Monsters and beasts. It's not really specific on what type of beast they are, but they tend to be more like rock beasts. No, I think that's what they're called. I forgot the name. You think I would know? But it just tends to be more beasts. But beast ghosts can also just be normal spirit ghosts too. Beast ghosts also can occasionally have like what's it called? Crystals. Some rock beasts can form crystals, which is pretty cool. Beasts also do not actually have wings. So where the wings come from as they turn into ghosts is kind of unknown to most people. Since it's just sudden to stare at. Oh, I forgot to mention mimics can straight up attach to a person's face. It's said to be like theorized by characters in like actual characters theorize why beasts are like how they are is due to the fact of dinosaurs. Where they evolved from, I'm not gonna say because I do not want people. I don't want to say. I just straight up don't want to say. It's not that I don't want people to figure out or know. It's just I just want to see what people will say. Honestly. Beasts. Spirit beasts. Not spirit beasts. They tend to grow. A lot more like scales across their body, I think. Yeah. I think also besides what's it called? Your body just straight it kinda gets mangled in a way. That's not what I wanted that to look like. I'm like locked in right now with how it looks. Yeah, these guys can just straight up fly, because, yeah. Because even though they're physically strong, they're still sometimes unable to, well, what's the word? Fight for themselves, I guess? Yeah, this is pretty much kind of what I had in mind for what a hybrid looks like. Because they could be like any type of like beast. I mean, honestly, if I saw this in my room, I'd be scared. Honestly. So, there's also like angels too, because of course there is angels. There's like 3, I think, type of angels. And like the main type, there's like guardian angels who tend to like look. Let me like draw what a guardian angel looks like. Guardian angels can tend to have, what's the word? Guardian angels can have a human disguise, actually, because they tend to represent humans the most. For reasons why? Since they're the most, humans tend to have The mouse population out of all the species. I can't draw, apparently. Great. Yeah, guardian angels tend to have two set of eyes and have wings at their ears. And they also have like a gold stripe, kind of like this, and their hair in their like angel form. And also have like wings at the back. Also, if you think this character looks similar to my OCs, if you know my characters, I wonder who this could be. They tried to like guardian angels seem to have like very differentiating personalities. And guardian angels are actually kind of like normal angels who kind of like how pretty much fallen angels, but guardian angels tend to. So, okay, hold on. It's a bunch of stupid stuff. So, there's like 3 type of angels, like I said. So there's guardian angel, actually, there's not W, afters. So what afters are? They're like there's afters and what's the other word? Oh, I forgot what it's called. And summons. So there's like these 2 main angels. So after are just afterlife humans or people who eventually get who die and get sent into heaven and whatnot. And summons are pretty much angels that were created in the afterlife instead of being born on Earth. And both of these 2 can make mistakes whilst in heaven, and is what makes them get sent to being a guardian. And this one right here is actually used to be a summon. So pretty much, summons can actually. Let me. There. So summons are actually apprentices majority of the time from, well, gods in this. Vesper, well, I'm just talking about who this is. So Vesper, this is actually my OC Vesper. So, there's technically much more future in this entire thing that I've been speaking about, but it's whatever. Also, if you're one of my friends and are participating in Lowe's High, stop watching right now. Like, right now. But Vesper, she's a guardian angel and stuff. And she used to be a summon angel for the god of light. Yeah, so that's cool. God of light being like the most oldest god and has kept her title for a very long time. There's also like the god of war, who decide just the only reason why he is this is just because he actually is not really a god. He's more of like something that was created by like demons, and he was gifted to become the god of war. How does that work? I'm not entirely sure. And I do hope anyone that is into not into still believes in Greek mythology, or just if they're just someone, I forgot what it's called, I'm so sorry, but who believe in the Greek gods, I do apologize. But the god of war in this is not similar to Ares at all, so I should mention that, I guess. Not I guess, I should just mention it. Because, well, I feel like that's kind of important to mention. Some, like, guardian... So, let me actually continue speaking about guardian angels. Guardian angels are more, are less... What's the word? They can tend to be more, less... More or less, okay, so summons, they can be pretty arrogant, and or... What's the word? Just a little, tend to take their job a bit more seriously instead of, guardians. So, very fun. Also, another reason why, gods tend to switch, with different, what's it called? Like, why they have descendants instead of just keeping with one god every time, like within each century. It's just due to the fact they, because since there's like more information, all life forms tend to learn more things as time goes on. The gods are like, yo, we need to, like, we can't keep up with this all this new stuff. So eventually it just came to like a type of system where gods just can switch and stuff if they are ready to retire, and they feel like they're unwilling to be a god no longer, or turns out they're like evil and stuff. It's like a huge type of strange thing. What else is there to talk about? Right, so there's also humans, monsters, and beasts. I think I was gonna add like another species, but I forgot what I was gonna call them, so they're not gonna be here. But they're pretty much just... They don't have like a name right now, because I've not decided really on one. Turkonomimi, I think. That's what they're called in English. Not English. Japanese. But I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, sadly. These guys... So, animal-eared creatures, they exist and stuff. Humans that have, like, animal ears, tend to exist. Because, well, I made this entire thing back when I was, like, I don't know, 11 years old. And, well, wolf-eared type creatures kind of were popular. Cough, 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 cough. These guys are just kind of straight up unnamed. Ears. They don't really have a name at the moment because, well, yeah. I'll just call them eared humans. There we go. And I'll just call them EH. So there's like a type of way of how each of them feel about each other, because humans and eared humans are kind of like chill with each other. These guys, they're chill. Humans, on the other hand, but humans, they hate beasts. Beasts hate eared. Don't really hate on eared humans. They hate monsters, and monsters kinda are chill. Actually, wait. Let me remake this. Beasts. Beasts are tend to be chill, but they also kind of just dislike humans. And humans dislike monsters, but also kind of dislike beasts. Monsters like humans, majority of them at least, but they hate beasts. But for some reason, they're all chill with eared humans. All of them are chill. All of them are chill with each other for some reason. But beasts like humans. Not humans, but... And monsters just like... Monsters tend to like humans due to Frisk. Actually, let me show you guys the design of Frisk. Because I know I created a design for them. They're much more older in this AU, due to the fact that it's a few years later, actually. But not but they're a few years older. But they're just a few years older. Around, actually not a few years, but they're several years older. They graduated high school and went to like college and stuff. I think in this, they're like age. I think they're like in their 20s. 21. Yeah, 21. No, not 21. 22. Oh, wait, no, I made them 24 in this AU. In Kara, I think I made them around, I think, just a few years older. I think like 27. Yeah, I made them 27. Asriel being 28. Yeah, 28. They're kind of like the ambassador. Like, most people tend to create Frisk. They tend, like, after the underground. I think people tend to make Frisk like the ambassador of monsters. So that's something they do. I think at the time I created this entire AU, I think it was around when Deltarune came out, actually. Wait, hold on. When did Deltarune come out? Like the first chapter. Delta. I can't spell. Why can't I spell? Hello, phone? Delta. Yeah, 2018. The first chapter was created in 2018. I think. Yeah, around October 2018. So that's kind of funny. So I think I actually gave him like something like in the Dark World Chris looks like giving them like something like this, but I did not want them to look like Chris. They also have like a symbol right here. I think it was supposed to be like I think it's supposed to look like this, but I might have changed it to be something else since. I think someone else has used this. I think there was also that. This also does not mean, actually, Frisk in this area and Kara are both air race in this, so there's also that. I don't remember what other stuff they had on them. I think Frisk in this AU, I think I made them go to like college or something. I can't remember though exactly. There's like a bunch of stuff that happened. I like to imagine they like just casually just wear a shirt just to say stay determined. I can't spell, but you get it. I think probably. They just sometimes wear that. Hello. Again.
Hello. Are we still? Yes. Are we still on stream?
Yes, if I would have changed the status of the channel if that was the case.
What are we on now?
I'm kind of talking about my AU with Frisk and Disc. Because you know that
I remember that.
You remember that? Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is all about the same universe, by the way.
Right, I remember that. There was a lot in that universe.
How long have I been streaming actually?
About 2 hours.
Holy shit.
Discord. I don't know how much it is on YouTube.
Yeah, 1 hour and like 40 minutes.
Called it. I'm so good at this game.
Okay,
Yo.
bro.
I'm so good at this game, bro.
Holy, it's so hot in here. It's 87 degrees outside. 86.
Only 77 for me. What the fuck?
Why the hell?
Why do you have the hot temperature? And
I
have
don't
the cold
know. I'm supposed to have the cold temperature. I live near Canada.
You're in Washington and I'm in California. I have my
Neil,
state
why are we
has
switched around?
My
Neil.
state has the hottest recorded temperature in the world if we
Yeah.
don't count the bombs. That why do you have a hotter temperature than me right now?
I don't know.
What is this? I'm scrunging around my fridge for food right now.
The closest temperature, right, that has like a close temperature to me is Manila, which is at 85.
The fuck? Wait.
Manila makes sense, aka the Philippines. And Texas is at 82. Why am I higher than both of them? My state should not be as high as those other places.
Let alone higher than Texas.
Bro. Free me. I'm about to like straight up figure out a way to just get another like a swimming pool in my backyard just so I can just not die.
My grandpa has a pool.
Lucky.
My other grandpa used to have a pool.
Oh. Yeah, we have like a heat advisory right now. These conditions are apparently supposed to last until tomorrow.
Well,
until at 5 a.m. Why does it say 92? Wait, no! No! Say 92!
Just out of curiosity, Alexa, what's the highest recorded temperature in Washington State?
Washington's highest recorded temperature is 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hello?
Set on June 29, 2021 at Hanford.
Oh, that was like 5 years ago. Oh.
Oh my god. Yo.
Wait.
Yo. It's getting more hotter over here. Why is it getting hot? We live near Canada. We have mountains. We have snowy mountains still. Why is it hot? Yo. I think I may actually leave stream now, actually, now that I think about it, because it's been this long. I might do another stream again, continuing this, because it's starting to get actually concerningly hot, because oh my god. Goodbye stream. Goodbye. Hello?
Aloha? What?
I didn't say that. Hello? I said hello.
Oh man, I'm sending you an image.
Okay, great. I'm gonna end my stream. Say goodbye to my stream, Neo.
Bye-bye stream.
Bye-bye. Ah!